The Ascent is a game that had been on my radar since its release in 2021, but I've only recently got the chance to play it since its inclusion on PlayStation Plus Extra as of July 2023. The Ascent is a cyberpunk themed action RPG that consists of 47 trophies in the base game, of which 39 are bronze, 4 are silver, 3 are gold, and then that beautiful platinum trophy.
Oh my god!
So in order to tackle the platinum, we're going to split it up into 5 steps. Step 1 is to complete the story. Step 2, complete all side missions. Step 3, mop up and die a lot. Step 4, co-op trophies. And then step 5 is just to get that sweet platinum. So the game starts and I'm welcome to the world of Velez, and I go through a short tutorial teaching me how the controls work. Shortly after the tutorial, I got my first trophy of the run. We're just getting started for killing our first enemy. Oh, my aim is terrible. Like previous videos, I'll include all trophies but won't provide any story related context in an attempt not to spoil the story for anybody. I made my way into the first town I'd come across on my travels, explored all the different points of interest and allocated 3 proficiency points I'd earned. This netted me the trophy Self-Improvement. I then completed the first story mission, earning the trophy What Just Happened, before then earning the trophy Opportunist for killing 10 enemies using exploding barrels. I then began working on a side mission, and while on my way back to hand the quest items in, I accidentally killed an innocent civilian. It didn't change anything or matter, but I was shocked to say the least. I'm so sorry. While we mourn the death of random civilian, why don't you hit that like button and subscribe as I work towards my first milestone of 100 subs. Only then will his death truly be worth it. Cringe aside, we continue heading back into town to hand in our first side mission. In doing so, we earn the trophy Getting Things Done. Shortly after that, the next trophy to pop was Drop Your Weapon, for making an enemy drop an exploding grenade. I then continued with the main story for a while, and for completing the second main mission I earned the trophy Party Crashed. After that last trophy, I then decided to do a little bit of sightseeing, and although the Ascent has a fast travel option, you can also get around either by walking or by train. After dying for roughly the 5th time in the same area, I decided I'd board the train instead, and I got the trophy Tourist. I made my way back into town to upgrade my gear, spend my proficiency points and sell any duplicate weapons I'd picked up along my travels. For selling something, I earned the trophy Fair Trade. Also while on my travels, I'd killed a couple of enemies who were classed as bounty targets. For reporting these to the bartender, I earned the trophy Bounty Hunter. While running around the different cities of Velez, I happened to come across a number of data pads. For reading the 10th pad, I got the trophy Curious Customer. I then picked up a second augmentation, and for equipping it alongside the first augmentation I owned and a module that I already owned, I earned the trophy Added Extras. The next trophy was one that I had noticed when looking through the trophy list, so as soon as the chance presented itself, I allowed myself to die to an enemy wielding a katana, to get the trophy Sashima. I then earned the trophy Fight Smart, for using an energy weapon on a robot enemy. After all of those random and miscellaneous trophies, I finally finished the story mission that I was currently working on. The trophy, A New Friend, for completing the mission Trading Places. Continuing with the story, I then quite quickly managed to finish the next mission and earned the next story related trophy, Power Hungry, for completing the mission Empowerment. Again, while continuing with the story, I got the reward of upgrading my IMP, which bagged me the trophy Next Level AI. I then went and did a fair few upgrades to my armour and weapons, and placed proficiency points into the areas I felt my character was lacking. From there I started heading towards my next story mission while fighting everything I came across. Here I managed to get the trophy Overkill for killing another enemy by overcharging an enemy while it's in stasis. I then proceeded to finish the story mission Data Miner to earn the trophy Data Digging. The next trophy I earned could have been done much earlier, but as the fights had started to get a bit tougher, I decided to utilise my hacking skill, and for hacking a vending machine I earned the trophy Free Candy. I then got 2 trophies back to back, both related to the story. First was the trophy Appreciation, for getting praised by a specific character, and the second trophy was Mnemonic Hunt, for completing the mission Foreign Code. I then decided I'd start chipping away at a couple of miscellaneous trophies, and with my newly upgraded weapons I got the trophy Extreme Overcharge for delivering 4000 stasis damage on a single target. Shortly after that I unlocked the trophy Comprehensive for filling in the codex, which I'm sure was a glitch, as I think I was only around halfway through the game at this point. And then came the most random trophy of the game, Hygiene, for using the sink after the toilet. After those 3 trophies, it was back to the story missions, where I completed Trace Protocol to get the trophy Everyone's a Smuggler, before then selling all the junk and scrap I'd collected to amass 200,000 U-Creds to get the trophy Getting Out of the Slums. The next 7 trophies I popped were all story related, with a couple of miscellaneous trophies in the mix. In order, they were Magenta Power for completing Syntax Error story mission, Fulchrome for equipping augmentations and upgrade attributes resulting in the Fulchrome appearance, Nothing Personal for completing the Recompile story mission, Severed Board for completing the Board Meeting story mission, Protocol 61A for completing the Project Mention No. 1 mission, Flatliner for unlocking all enemy codex entries, Win for completing all story missions, and lastly, Something Out There for completing Project Mention No. 2 story mission. No idea why that popped last. With the story finally complete, I had a fair few miscellaneous trophies left to get. While completing the side missions which I'd purposely left, I began chipping away at some of these. First trophy to pop was Aficionado, for fully upgrading a weapon. Next up, I had to find a specific NPC that was selling something called Snooze, and once I'd made 2 deliveries for him, I was then given the option to try it for myself. So I did, and I earned the trophy Snooze or Lose. The next 2 trophies came together and took me a little while, as I had to run around collecting specific items in order to boost my hacking skill. Once I had the appropriate level, I was then able to hack an ATM machine, which got me the trophies Omni Hacker for hacking at least one of each hackable category, and Anonymous Withdrawal for hacking an ATM. I then did my infamous forget to hit the record strategy that I've so elegantly displayed on almost every single video thus far. However, the next trophy I earned was Black Ice for hacking a hacker enemy. After that episode of stupidity, I continued with the side missions that I'd left, and I ended up getting the trophy Explorer for visiting all locations in the game. The next trophy could have been done at any point, as long as I had money. Resetting my proficiencies netted me the trophy Do Over. I then completed my final side mission, which earned me my next trophy. The last 5 side missions were all given to me by the cashier in the casino, and resulted in me running to and from the area time and time again. Eventually, the last delivery was complete and the trophy, for both our benefits, popped. The next trophy was definitely the most tedious of them all, for dying 100 times. I'd died a few times throughout the game, but I doubt I was even in double figures. I decided to take all my armour off and repeatedly die in the same place over and over again. This went on for roughly 15 minutes, and as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I was not having fun. Finally, the trophy Suicidal popped. All that was left was the co-op trophies, and I've never plugged in a second controller ever, so I experienced some technical difficulties. First, I wasn't recording when the trophy teamwork popped for playing co-op. Then a bunch of trophies started popping for my guest account. Once I'd finally got my shit together, I then made the second player go down under fire, and then I revived him, earning the trophy Helping Hand. And then shortly after that, the beautiful, beautiful, shiny Platinum trophy.